Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be doing a little bit of a different reading. This is going to be a collective reading for people in no contact situations with someone, and you're trying to see what the trajectory of this relationship is going at this moment. So we're just going to pull cards, and whatever comes out, we'll go with that and we'll do the reading. So, Spirit, could you tell us about the no contact situation from their point of view? All right, so the first card that we had come out was the Seven of Pentacles sideways, which means that they're in limbo about something. Here, let's see. And then the next card out we have is going to be the Seven of Swords. So some secrecy, maybe a third party situation. We'll clarify that and see what that's about. Do we have any other cards that need to come out for their person? What is their person's mind focused on? We'll do one more shuffle, see. And then we have next out is the Four of Pentacles. See if we get anything else. Oh, my cards are sticking. Okay. Okay, that's it. All right. So it looks like your person's in limbo about something. With the Seven of Pentacles sideways. Then we have the Seven of Swords, which makes me think they're trying to hide something from you. They're trying to keep something secret. And when we sit here and we look at the Seven of Pentacles sideways, they're stalling. Like typically anytime a card comes out in a sideways position, it's basically limbo, stagnation, no movement. So they're still thinking if this is worth the investment, and they're keeping that information to themselves. They're not putting this information out for you to hear or see. And then when you have it come across with the Four of Pentacles here, the Four of Pentacles is they're holding back their feelings, they're holding back effort, they're holding back their word. And basically this screams stalemate to me, right? Let's clarify the Seven of Swords to make sure this is not like a third party situation or anything of that nature. Can we clarify the Seven of Swords? Guide me to clarify the Seven of Swords. Is this a third party situation or something else? All right. Maybe we won't get anything else. Oh, nope. Spoke too soon. All right. We're going to clarify the Seven of Swords with the King of Swords. Okay. King of Swords is typically a king that is a leader. He's very direct. He's not going to do anything without purpose. Okay. So when we put this all together, I'm looking at this from this standpoint. With the Seven of Pentacles sideways, we have stagnation. Nobody's really doing anything on either side. Nobody's watering the garden, right? It's just there, hoping it's going to survive on its own. So your person is sitting back. They're thinking, is this really worth it? Will this relationship still be here if they keep holding out? And basically, it looks to me like they're trying to figure out how to come back into this relationship without looking weak. They want the relationship to move forward and come out of no contact without them having to be open and vulnerable to the relationship. Then next, we have the Seven of Swords with the King of Swords being the clarifier. They are really, really trying to do things in secret. They're trying to do things indirectly. And when you clarify it with the King of Swords, basically they're saying that they're doing this on purpose, right? They're doing this on purpose and they think they're right. So instead of coming out and being direct about what's going on with them, they're lurking. So they may be watching like your Instagram stories, your Facebook posts, okay? Watching your YouTube channel if you have a YouTube channel. They don't want to put their emotions into it. And this is probably because they want to control the narrative. They want to control the situation. And I don't think this person's going to reach out unless they feel like they can maintain control over the situation, which means they won't reach out until they feel like it's safe enough. Um, and they're not going to come back out until they're ready to talk about it. That's the thing. Uh, 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 uh. So what I'm kind of picking up is when they do reach out, it's not going to be a, full blown text. It's not going to be something in depth. It's going to be a text that says, "Hey stranger," or "How you been doing?" or an excuse to send you a text. So when I'm looking at this from this point of view, from sitting over here, they may not text until like Christmas, so they can send you a Merry Christmas message. Or they may not text until the new year, where they can send you a New Year message, or your birthday, or anything that might be like a real significant event where they can send a text to see if the door is still open, and then try to see how you feel about them and if it's safe to come back. Um, but this is just basically them opening the door to see if the door is still cracked. They're not going to be accountable for anything. They act detached, but they're really bothered by this connection, how things are going. So that's the energy that I'm picking up from here. With the King of Swords and Seven of Swords. So there's no infidelity, there's no cheating, there's no third party or anything like that. You're not in competition with someone else. You're in competition with their ego, okay, and their accountability. With the Four of Pentacles, uh, they're definitely hanging on to their feelings. They definitely believe that they're right. They So you're not going to see the effort that you're expecting. You're not going to see the emotions that you're expecting. They are going to hold on to this. They're clutching their pearls. This is what I'm gathering. They're clutching their pearls. You can't come take them. You can't get near them. They need to stay in control. They're going to protect their energy. They're going to protect their emotions. And this is going to be their strategy for coming back in. It's going to be very slow. It's going to be super guarded, and it's going to be strategic. Um. Okay. Let's use this deck still. Let's see if we can. Let's get some advice. Let's not get any advice. Let's see. You know what? Let's get some advice and see how you need to respond when they come back. This is going to be able to help you open that gate and keep everything intact. So the way that we're going to respond to them when they come back is going to be in the energy of the Six of Pentacles. With the Six of Pentacles, this is basically your glow up card. You basically need to, in the softest, most gentle way, because we're dealing with egos here, not saying that you shouldn't be direct and shouldn't voice your opinion. If you really want this relationship to move forward, we're going to have to go with it with a strategic approach, right? You're going to have to go in with gentleness, softness, kindness, an open mind, not expecting anything from this conversation. This is more of, hey, the door is open. It's been open. We've been waiting on you to put some effort into this, right? But we're under the understanding that this person is doing this as a calculated move to see if there's still entry to your heart. And so with the Six of Pentacles being like the response energy here, you're looking for equal energy, fair exchanges. And this is basically responding like, okay, I'm not going to shut you out. I'm not going to be cold towards you, but I'm looking for balance. I'm looking for this to be a fair relationship. And I'm not going to chase you, but I choose to want to be with you. And Your move is not to punish, right? Your move is to just get them to require reciprocity, right? You're looking for that balance, equal take and equal give. So when they do come back to you, let's think of aspects of if they try to breadcrumb you, right? Say, hey, I'm here whenever you want to have an actual conversation about our relationship and the things that went that way. I'm here to talk about it. But you have a good Christmas and hopefully I'll hear from you soon. Or if they're really, really vague about things, like, it's just like, hey, I want to talk. And, just when you're ready to tell me where you think things will go and how things will change in the future, I'm here to talk about those things if that's something that you want. If not, just let me know. And, I'll text you around your birthday or I'll check in with you in a couple of months. If they come back in and they're super cold and they want to control the narrative and you really want to rebuild with them, it's going to have to be real direct communication. Like, hey, if you want to do this, then you need to let me know. You need to speak up, and then we need to talk about how this is going to change. Like, what is going to change with this relationship in order for it to move forward? If not, then I understand that this can't work and we need to just move on and separate and go our separate ways. If they come back in and they want to meet up with you or something of that nature, you need to be very firm and set your boundaries. Like, you're willing to meet, but we're not going to breeze past the fact of you ghosting me or you cut me off completely without any kind of real conversation. Like, a conversation needs to be had in order for us to move forward. That's the energy that you need to give to somebody that's going to make actions about meeting with you and things of that nature without actually having the conversation. You need to set those boundaries. If not, then you'll be on the same loop that you were before and nothing will go as planned. Basically, with the Six of Pentacles energy here, it's, if they give you 10%, you give 10% back. They give you 100%, you give them 100% back. But you will not be out of balance with this relationship. This relationship can't go any further unless you have that balance. And if, things won't be 100%, but right now you need to lay out the groundwork and the foundation to receive what you put out with this person. So that's basically what this conversation is about. Is they need to show you, before they can come in and start giving you this talk about XYZ, you need to make sure their energy matches your energy, and you need to put in the same amount of effort they're willing to put in, because otherwise you'll be back in a no contact situation. Okay, with that being said, you possibly could be dealing with let's see who you're dealing with out here. A Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or anyone with those placements in their chart. Just please note, this message may not resonate with everyone, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you know somebody that's in a no contact situation and you feel like this could help them move forward or give them some insight on what's going on with their person, please share it. Also, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you want to get more readings like this in the future. And also, we'll have the signs for individual signs reading coming out here shortly. I'm starting to work on those. I'm a little bit late. I was supposed to work on them last night, but I was kind of tired from work. So until the next video, we'll catch you later.